It is. Just want to come on here to show you something real quick. So, yesterday I was in my local tournament, did pretty well. And when I got back, I thought I'd look for some new deck ideas. And whilst looking on yugioh Pro deck, I decided to type in with cheap slash budget, to see what it's like to duel with a nice cheap deck that's affordable. Now, usually, for me, a budget deck would be about £80 or dollars. So when I was scrolling, I was surprised to see for a cheap budget deck, $338. And this is something that surprised me. So when I clicked on to this page, as I'm going to do now, I was looking at some of the cards, and for what he was saying and how much it was, this deck was nothing short of not cheap. Because in the description it says it's an annoying but cheap deck, and in my opinion, £300 for a deck is not a cheap budget deck. It's more, as I said, as a meta, more of a expensive deck. So this got me thinking, like, what is like a true budget deck for Yu-Gi-Oh? Because while searching, a lot of people for their budget was like mine, about $80. But I feel like for some people, their budgets can be different for what they are. And I like looking through these decks. It shows me like how people have different sense on like their cards and what the worth is to them. And this is something that truly shocked me. And whilst I was looking for this deck, I would agree, it does look like an alright deck. But I feel like for the price of over $300, it just doesn't seem like something I would play, especially if you're on a budget. Yeah, and whilst I was looking through the rest of these decks, you will see a lot of people like me, they have the same idea for a budget deck, a little under about 80 or so. There's some that go a little bit over, but they all have the same sense. But as I was scrolling on, it just surprised me what more and more people for like budget cards would be. Like, for example, a £140 cards for me doesn't seem like a budget deck, and also as well casual. For me, I feel like for a casual deck, I shouldn't be paying over £100, yeah, for a deck that I'm going to be using casually, and I might as well just bring in the extra money to build a more tournament ready deck. And this is something that made me wonder, like,